In project management, particularly within the context of CPM, which is critical path method scheduling, forward pass and backward pass are techniques used to determine the timing of tasks within a project schedule. They help to identify the earliest and latest start and finish times for each activity, which is crucial for identifying the critical path, the sequence of tasks that determine the minimum project duration. So this is the network diagram which we have discussed in my previous videos. So this is a network diagram with 5 activities, and there are some dependencies on few activities, like B is dependent on A, C and D on B, and E on C and D. And we have also calculated the critical path. If you remember, this was the two paths. One was critical and one was not. So A, B, C, E was the critical path, and ABDE, which is not a critical path on this network diagram. So the forward pass is used to calculate the earliest start and earliest finish times for each activity in the project. So I think by now it is very much clear. This is the formula for forward pass. I don't consider it as a formula because this is very easy. The calculation we are going to do, we can do it by our own counting on even on fingers. So let's see how to do that. So this activity has duration of 3 days. So say it starts on day 1. So what would be the, and yes, this is the early start. All the corner at the left hand side are upper left hand side are early starts of the activities. So the first activity A will start on day 1. It will go to day 1 completely, day 2 and day 3. That means if we will go by this formula, then early start is 1 plus duration 3 is equal to 4 minus 1 is 3. So we have 3 here. So this activity completes on day 3. Let's move on to activity B. When will this start? Because A has consumed all day 1, day 2 and day 3. That means activity B will get started on day 4. And how long it will go? It has duration of 2 days. If you go by the formula, then your early start is 4 plus duration 2 is 6 minus 1 is 5. That means complete 4 day and 5 day. You can put 5 over here. This would be the early finish of this activity. Now, what would be the start day for activity C and D? So the start day for activity C and activity D would be day what? Day 6. Okay. So this is the day 6. We are going to start this activity. Now, what would be the early finish for this particular activity? 6, completely 6, 7, 8 and 9. This activity will take 4 days and will be completed on day 9th. And if you apply the formula, you will see your start date is ES is 6 plus duration is 4. 6 plus 4 is 10 and then minus 1, which is 9. Okay. Now come to activity D. It will start on day 6th and it will count 3 complete days. 6, 7, 8. You can go by the formula as well. So early start is 6 plus duration 3, 9 minus 1 is 8. So you have 8. Now, if you see the activity C and D are converging at this point, so what would be the start date, early start date for activity activity E? Do you have any guess? Can you do the calculation? Okay, let me tell you. See, activity D and C both has the dependency of B, and now E has dependency on C and D. So if you take start date as 8, that would now not be valid because the activity E still have to wait for one more day for this activity C to get completed. So pick the highest number. This is the one trick which you can remember, or you can do by your understanding that okay, this activity D is going to be completed in on eighth day, but activity C is going to complete on ninth day, and E has dependency on both the activities, so the largest will be picked up. So for activity E, day would be what? Can you tell me this? Day would be 10 because we are taking the highest number. So it is 10 here, and how much? How many days? 2 days. 10 and 11. Even if you go by the example, you will get 11 over here. Okay, so I think this is clear to you all that forward pass calculates early start and early finish. This is very important part of critical path method and project scheduling. I'll come with the backward pass in my next video. Thank you.